Hey guys, welcome back to the Prim and Proper YouTube channel. So if you saw my last video where I made waakye stew and you were wondering how are we supposed to make the waakye to go with the stew, well then here you go. In this video, I am sharing with you how you make your waakye to go with your waakye stew. So there are a few ingredients in here that you wouldn't normally find in waakye, but of course, this is the prim and proper way. And so we're adding in a few ingredients to take our waakye to the next level. And as you can see, we really have been enjoying this waakye. We literally have had some every day for breakfast or lunch since we made it. So let's go ahead and get started. I first start by cleaning my beans to take out any bad ones. And to help reduce the gas that a lot of people get when they eat beans, you soak your beans for about 45 minutes before you cook your beans. Another trick you can use to reduce the gas in the beans is to put some garlic, some cloves of garlic when you are boiling the beans. That also helps to reduce the gas in the beans. So I crushed my garlic, about 3 cloves of garlic, and I added it into the water before I cooked my beans. I also did not add the salt into the water to cook my beans right away because what that does, it slows the cooking process a little bit, and you don't want to cook your beans too long to make it too soft before you use it with your waakye. Another secret ingredient that I added to my beans when I was cooking it is a pinch of anise seeds, and it really does some magic to your beans and your waakye. So waakye is very similar to the West Indian rice and peas, except that waakye is cooked in waakye leaves, which is millet leaves. And what that does, it brings out a rich burgundy color when you boil these leaves and you cook your rice and peas in it. So I'm cleaning my waakye leaves first, and I will boil it separately with a pinch of baking soda to help bring out that burgundy color that I want to get for my waakye. So I'm going to boil my waakye leaves with about 2 cups of water for just about 10 minutes to bring out the burgundy color. When the waakye leaves boils and I see that I have that color that I'm looking for, I'm going to go ahead and pour it onto my beans. I only cooked my beans for about 30 minutes, and I checked to make sure that it's not too soft because I'm going to continue to cook the beans with the rice, and so I don't want my beans to get too soft. So I went ahead and poured the burgundy waakye water onto my beans. I stirred everything. So at this point, I'm also going to go ahead and add some salt to taste. Another secret ingredient that I'm using for my waakye is the stock from the cow feet and the tripe that I cooked for my waakye stew. So if you're going to use some stock for your waakye, you want something that is a little bit light. So not your stock from your goat's meat. So something that's very light, like the stock or the water from your cow feet, your cow skin, or your tripe can do it. So I put about half a cup of that into my beans for my waakye. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add some coconut milk. So I'm using about 2/3 the can of the coconut milk. So this basically becomes a hybrid of the Caribbean rice and peas and the Ghana street waakye that we usually eat. And trust me, this will do some magic to your waakye. I also added a teaspoon of coconut oil to cook my waakye. So in total, I think I've used about 3 cups of black eyed peas and about four or 4.5 cups of rice. I'm using jasmine rice. I covered it with some parchment paper to cook, and I just keep an eye on it and stir every now and then to make sure that my waakye doesn't burn. So after cooking for about 30 minutes, my waakye is all done and ready to be served. And look at how good that looks. Doesn't that just looks amazing? And because I use coconut milk and a little bit of coconut water and the anise seeds and the meat stock, it smells absolutely amazing. Guys, I hope you will try this waakye recipe at home and let me know how that goes. If you're looking for the stew to go with it, I will put a link to that waakye stew in the description below. And look at this waakye feast. It was amazing to say the least. If you're wondering how I made my gari to go with my waakye, I just added a little bit of water to the gari, and then I added some oil from my waakye stew to get that. Try slicing some white onions on top and eat that with your waakye, and it is amazing. Of course, for the spaghetti, you just cook it with some water and some salt. Just add a teaspoon of oil into that, and you are good to go. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have a waakye feast at home soon. Let me know in the comments how it turns out. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell button so you know whenever I post a video. I hope to see you back on our channel soon. Bye, guys.